Think about your morning. You woke up and somewhere in the next hour, you brushed your teeth, made coffee, checked your phone, and started your commute. Now here's the strange part. How many of those actions did you actually decide to do? According to research from Duke University, the answer is almost none of them. Studies suggest that around 45% of what you do every single day isn't a conscious choice at all. It's a habit, running automatically, without you. So let's sit with that. Nearly half of your life is being lived by something that isn't quite you.
Welcome to our series.
So
Here,
why, though?
We will explain the basics.
Why does your brain
Let's dive
hand
right
over
in
so much
together.
of your life
Enjoy
to
the lesson.
autopilot?
That's why this solution...
The answer is that autopilot isn't a flaw. It's a feature. Your conscious brain is expensive to run. It burns energy, it gets tired, it can only focus on so much at once. So your brain does something clever. Anything you repeat enough times, it hands off to a deeper, automatic system. So your conscious mind is free for something new. This automatic system has a simple structure. Scientists describe it as a loop with 3 parts. First, a cue, a trigger in your environment. Then a routine, the behavior itself. And finally, a reward. The payoff that tells your brain this loop is worth keeping. Your phone buzzes. That's the cue. You pick it up and scroll. That's the routine. You get a small hit of novelty. That's the reward. Do it enough times and you're no longer deciding to check your phone. The cue alone pulls you in. And here's what makes this powerful and a little unsettling. Once a habit forms, it doesn't go away. Brain researchers have found that even when a habit seems gone, the neural pathway stays behind, waiting. That's why old habits come roaring back under stress. You never deleted them. You just stopped using them. Now here's where most people get it wrong. They assume autopilot is the enemy. That a good life means being consciously present for every moment. But recent research pushes back on that. One 2025 study tracking thousands of daily behaviors found that most of our habits actually line up with what we genuinely want. Nearly half of all behaviors were both automatic and intentional at the same time. In other words, autopilot isn't hijacking your life. Most of the time, it's quietly helping you live it. The problem isn't that you run on autopilot. The problem is when the autopilot is flying towards somewhere you don't want to go. So how do you actually take back the controls? Not with willpower. Willpower is just your tired, conscious brain trying to override a system built to ignore it. That's a losing fight. The people who change their habits successfully do something smarter. They don't attack the routine, they change the CU. If the phone by your bed is the cue that steals your first waking hour, you don't rely on willpower every morning. You move the phone to another room. You change the environment, and the habit loses its trigger. You're not fighting autopilot, you're reprogramming it. So here's the reframe. You will never be fully in conscious control of your life, and you're not supposed to be. Autopilot is going to fly most of the trip no matter what. The only real question is whether you're going to bother setting the destination or just let the plane fly wherever it flew yesterday. Because the habits you don't examine
We are
don't
on
disappear.
track for our destination.
They just quietly become your life.
Direct routing confirmed.
Drop in the comments. What's one autopilot habit you didn't even realize you had until right
What if
now?
everything you knew was
Be
vital?
honest. And next time, we're asking why
Chào
doing
bạn.
nothing might be the hardest thing your
Violet.
brain will ever do. I'll see you there.